Our next person coming up is going to help us understand how we can make money with the money that we save, the money we earn through our dental lives. You go from being in debt to being an associate, being a practice owner, and one day you're going to have extra money. Do you put it in the stock market? Do you invest in Robot Butcher? That's a Seinfeld joke. So I want to welcome Alan from CityVest here to learn about his program as key resource and sponsor. You can text 215 to VEST to 215-543-6454. So when Alan's ready, he can come up and talk with us on screen here. Until that time, I'll share with you guys a couple more key resources and things that we can share with you here at Dental Nachos. One of the things I was sharing this morning on the group, we have Alan Donenfeld. Welcome, Alan, to our Sponsor Showcase Spectacular Business and Leadership Topics. Orient our group into what you do at CityVest and how you help dentists.
Sure. So we've been helping a lot of doctors and dentists make investments in real estate. It's one of the safest investments you can make, and certainly at the levels the stock market is at, that's really an unadvisable investment at this point in the business cycle. So specifically in real estate, what we do is we search over 2,000 real estate private equity funds to find the best performing funds, the ones that have a audited track record, use administrators, have over 50 million in prior investment fund management. So lots of ingredients go into finding these professional and institutionally oriented real estate private equity funds. So we find, let's say a half a dozen out of the 2,000 that we've done research on. We then form buying groups between doctors and dentists so that as a group, we might represent 4 or 5 million. And then when we negotiate with that underlying fund, we can get better terms. So at the end of the day, we're providing both access to that great performing fund and better terms from them. And we've done the due diligence to vet those funds. We have a third-party due diligence report on our website, and all of this information about the funds that we are targeting is available at cityvest.com. It's free to access it. There's no signups or anything. Go look at the information. If it's of interest, I'm happy to get on a call with anybody. Otherwise, there's an online process using DocuSign and some automated tools to allow for a secure and easy way to make the investment.
Awesome, man. And what I want to share, the way I can relate this to our dental community as a practice owner is everybody wants better deals on supplies. We actually have a great buying group with one of our sponsors, Keatonbach. We can share that in the link. If you want to be part of our Nacho buying group with Keatonbach, it's awesome to be part of it. So by yourself, you might not be able to get the best pricing, but when you come together as a group, you can save on impression material. So let's say if I'm a dentist that has $25,000 to $75,000 to invest, typically I wouldn't have access to these funds. So using me as an example, how would I work with you guys? I know we have text VEST to 215-543-6454, but do I just, give you my $50,000 and say do this, or how does that work exactly?
Yeah, so what we do is we combine the investment of up to 100 doctors and dentists in an entity that we call an access fund, and we will manage that access fund. All the documents are available at our website, and the way to go about the investment is go to cityvest.com. You'll click on investments. You'll see a number of different investments. Right now, we have a fund that has a astounding track record in the past on deals that they've real estate projects that they bought and sold. They produced a 43% net annual internal rate of return, which they're not planning on achieving that level in this economy going forward. But it does prove that they do have a great capability of producing outsized returns, as opposed to a dentist saying, oh, I want to buy a condo and think that I can make money from it. That just doesn't happen. Even individual properties, they're not diversified. The best way to dip your toe in the water to make real estate investments is to look at our deals. You can invest as low as 25, 50, 75,000 into a project. All of the funds are audited. There's administrators. There's a third-party due diligence report. So there's a level of confidence that you can get by investing in our projects that you just can't get from some deal that somebody shows you that's a one-off deal.
That's awesome, man. What I want to share, I use this guy that developed your dentist in core, and you've shared with our other recordings. Your brother is a doctor. Same thing,
Yes.
a white coat investor.
Right.
Very popular group. You work with the medicine. This is all about working on your whole core to be a successful in your personal and professional life. So Jill was just here sharing with us finding a job. You might be looking for an associate, but at some point you're going to have revenue in your life to invest because you don't want to work until you're 90 years old. So where do you find, as we wrap up here, what is a good thing for a dentist to do? Let's say you're a practice owner, few years into practice. What's something that maybe your brother wished he did as a younger doctor, or you see? Where are some errors you see people make, or just opportunities missed? Not even errors, just opportunities missed.
Well, there is this topic amongst doctors and dentists called FIRE, relating to being very conservative with your money, saving as much money as you can, and retire early. So FIRE stands for financial independence, retire early. And you get there by being, I wouldn't say frugal, but just making sure that you save as much money. You make investments in things like real estate where you're not going to lose money. You let that money grow. And like my brother, who is a doctor, he was able to retire at age 60. He's an anesthesiologist and just, couldn't take the grind of getting up at 5 a.m. to get into the hospital, working all day. So he's glad that he was fairly conservative with his money, saved a lot, invested in real estate. It grew over time. And now he has the luxury of not working, traveling, being with his kids.
Yeah, make good decisions for your future self. Dentisting hours, Alan, as you meet us dentists, they're like dog year hours. We're doing full contact arts and crafts on people that don't want to be. At least your brother, his patients were asleep. Ours, they're awake the whole time complaining. So imagine that. So if you want to create a life where you have more flexible decisions, this is all a JFO thing. I'm not here to say do this, do that. It's just find out to bring you opportunities that you might not know about. So thanks so much, Alan. To reach out to Alan, you can just text VEST to 215-543-6454, or what's the best website for them to go to, Alan?
CityVest.com, or my email address is alan@cityvest.com. Either way.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Alan. We
anybody.
appreciate being part of the show.
Thanks, Dr. Paul.